Welcome my viewers and subscribers to WHADAT News, Sports and Entertainment Updates. We have several stories for you in this update. Please remember to like, subscribe and share so we can reach as many persons as possible and that you can be notified of future updates. Now in this update, major ganja find in St. Thomas. Police raid dancehall. Star Aidonia's home. Firearm seized in Craigtown. Man burned to death in Portland. Murder suspect shot in St. Catherine. Firearm seized in Clarendon. St. James Police launch Operation Endgame. Police in St. Thomas made another significant dent in the illegal drug trade on Wednesday night after intercepting a motor truck loaded with ganja along Church Street in Morant Bay. A Clarendon delivery driver has been charged with multiple breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act after police seized more than 1,500 pounds of compressed ganja during an operation on Church Street in Morant Bay on Wednesday night. The estimated street value of the drug is approximately Jamaican dollars 4.7 million. Charged is 33-year-old Fabian Watson of Mount Zion, Rock River in Clarendon. He faces 6 charges: possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, trafficking ganja, taking steps preparatory to export ganja, possession of criminal property, and conspiracy. According to police reports, around 10:33 p.m., members of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, supported by the St. Thomas Police, intercepted a truck driven by Watson along Church Street. A search of the vehicle reportedly uncovered over 150 parcels of compressed ganja along with more than $180,000 in cash. Acting Senior Superintendent of Police Patrick Rowe, Director of FNID, said the division continues to intensify efforts against narcotics smuggling and the wider criminal networks behind it. These operations focus not only on intercepting drugs but also on cutting off the financial support of criminal networks that use drug trafficking to facilitate broader criminal activity, SSP Rowe said. He also issued a stern reminder about the dangers of the illicit drug trade. I wish to remind Jamaicans that ganja is not just a harmless plant. It is being used in the dangerous guns for drugs trade. Guns are being taken into our country to commit murders, Rowe added. Watson remains in custody as investigations continue. Police raid dancehall, Star Aidonia's home. 2 men arrested. 2 men were taken into custody after law enforcement officers carried out a raid at the St. Andrew residence of dancehall entertainer Sheldon Aidonia Lawrence. The operation formed part of a series of simultaneous raids across the St. Andrew North Division, targeting individuals suspected of criminal activity and the illegal possession of firearms. Police sources confirmed that nothing illegal was found at Aidonia's home. They declined, however, to say whether the entertainer himself was present at the time of the raid. The 2 men found on the premises were detained pending further investigations. During the wider set of operations, several properties were searched, and 1 individual was arrested and is expected to be charged for a breach of the Firearms Act. The police say the operations are part of their continued push to dismantle criminal networks and seize illegal weapons across the division. Meanwhile, in Craigtown, Kingston, 1 firearm was seized with no arrests made. A team of officers from the Kingston Western Police Division recovered a firearm and ammunition during an operation in Craigtown, Kingston 12 on Friday, October 3. Reports from the Denham Town Police indicate that around 3 p.m., law enforcement officers were conducting operations along Johns Road when they discovered a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds hidden under debris on an open lot. No arrests were made in connection with the seizure. Investigators say the probe is ongoing. Now in the parish of Portland police probe, death of bus driver after house fire. Police in Portland are investigating the death of a man whose charred remains were discovered following a fire at his home in Drapers Heights early Friday morning. The deceased has been identified as 39-year-old bus driver Stevie Duncan, otherwise called Ricky. Reports are that around 12:21 a.m., the Port Antonio Fire Station received a call about a dwelling on fire. When firefighters arrived, The two-bedroom house was already engulfed in flames. After extinguishing the blaze and carrying out cooling down operations, Duncan's charred remains were found among the rubble inside the home. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, and investigations are ongoing. Meanwhile, St. Catherine, a murder suspect was fatally shot during police operation. A man wanted in connection with the recent murder of a fruit vendor was fatally shot during a police operation in the parish on Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as 38-year-old Danville Alex Coolface Powell of Harewood District, Riversdale, St. Catherine. Reports are that around 6:40 a.m., police, acting on intelligence, executed a search warrant at a premises in search of Powell. Investigators had named him as a suspect in the September 28 gunslaying of 55-year-old fruit vendor Wayne Hanson Mundell, also of Harewood District. On entering the premises, police say Powell attempted to disarm an officer, which led to a struggle. During the confrontation, another officer discharged his firearm, hitting Powell. Powell was transported to the Linstead Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, has since launched a probe into the incident, in keeping with protocol for all police-related shootings. Meanwhile, in Clarendon, police seized firearm in Maypen. Teenager arrested. During a targeted operation on Thursday, October 2, Clarendon police seized the firearm and ammunition at a residential structure in Toby Heights, Maypen. A teenage boy has been taken into custody in connection with the seizure, according to the Maypen police. Around 5:45 p.m., officers executed a search warrant at a one-bedroom board structure. In a drawer, they discovered a Baikal pistol and 6 9mm rounds of ammunition. The teenage male was arrested on the spot and is being held for further investigation. And in our final story, St. James Police launch Operation Endgame to dismantle female-led crime syndicate. Police in St. James have launched a new crime-fighting initiative, Operation Endgame, targeting a robbery syndicate reportedly led by a woman known only as Toots. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, head of the St. James Division, told journalists Thursday that the female-led gang has been wreaking havoc across several parishes. For this quarter, we will be fully pursuing this robbery syndicate. We're going into the Yuletide season, and we want persons to be able to shop in peace, he said. The syndicate, police say, has mainly targeted members of the Chinese business community, with multiple arrests and firearm seizures already made. Deputy Superintendent Michael Moore, the parish crime chief, noted that more than a dozen suspects linked to the group are now in custody. Operation Endgame, which will run into 2026, builds on previous offensives Storm 1 and Storm 2. Police say the new push combines intensified intelligence work, military support, and new strategies against gangs and pre-deal larceny. Superintendent Linroy Edwards, operations officer for St. James, stressed that the initiative aims to permanently stamp out gang activity. This operation is to basically end badness and criminality in St. James for good. The gangs have been feeling our effectiveness, and they are going to feel it even more, he declared. Police statistics show that murders in St. James fell by nearly 58% between January and September 27 this year, from 102 in 2024 to 43 in 2025. Shootings also dropped by more than half. Samuels said the division is determined to keep the parish's murder count below 100 for the year, while urging citizens to support the crackdown. We have so far ended the third quarter with these reductions, and it is our intent to push as hard as we can to ensure that we continue seeing our reductions and seeing a safe and secure St. James Division, he said. That's it for this WHADAT update. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and leave your comments below. This is WHADAT. Thank you for watching, and have a safe and wonderful